Welcome back to another step-by-step Monday makeup lesson. In each one of these videos, we cover a new topic in this tutorial, but you can check out the full playlist by clicking up here or checking out the description box. And if you're new here, make sure to press subscribe. And now let's get started with the next step. So far we've been working on the texture of the skin by using toners and moisturizers and primers that's going to work with the feel of our skin. But now we're going to work on what the skin looks like and its tone. If you're lucky, you might have a beautiful overall tone that's quite even, but for the majority of us, we'll have different tones within our skin. Now working with these tones and correcting them can actually give your foundation a little helping hand. And also as your foundation fades, it's kind of like a little backup to give your skin that overall even appearance. I don't always correct, but here's how to do it. So there's three main areas that I focus on when it comes to correcting the skin. They include blemishes, which is basically any little marks on the skin. And then you have dullness, which is typically what you would see underneath the eyes. It's very similar to the skin, just a little bit more gray or darker. And then overall discoloration. So discoloration can be anything from the redness on my skin here. It can be more of a yellowing appearance or a green appearance. Anything that's just slightly off in some areas. And there's lots of different ways to work with it. You just have to choose the correct tone to work with the tone. It has to almost be the opposite. So for anybody who has a pink undertone, a cooler skin tone, go ahead and use green. It's a great way to counteract any unwanted redness. And then for anybody in the warm or warm neutrals, you guys want to use yellows because that will also counteract the redness in the skin. And this goes for any type of redness, whether it's rosacea on your cheeks, or in my case from a panic attack that hasn't settled yet, or just a little area from blemishes. Using a green or a yellow can definitely help. You only want to have a light layer of the corrector. We're not looking to hide anything. We still have concealer and foundation and powder go over the top. We're just camouflaging it. So a lot of people think that correcting needs to be really intense and needs to be a ton of product on the skin. It doesn't. Just a light layer can make a massive difference. Now when it comes to dullness underneath the eyes, the same thing goes. You want to make sure you're choosing the right tone depending on your undertone and the depth of your skin. This pretty much starts from anything of a pale pink, which is typically what I use because I'm quite pale, all the way up to a salmon tone, orange tone, all the way up to even a red tone. A little goes a long way. So just focus on the exact area that you need it and make sure it's a very thin layer. Now, if you're not a big fan of correctors and you feel like you just don't have time for them, you can always get a concealer with a built-in corrector. And this can make things a lot easier. Whether it's warmer or cooler, lighter or darker, you can actually then just use your regular concealer to work on any discoloration on the skin. But we'll talk a little bit more about concealing in another video. And that's this step complete, but make sure to check back next Monday for the next step. But as always, I am here to help, so if you have any problems with this, leave a comment and I'll try and get back to you. Before you go, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.